The Calgary Stampeders beat the Saskatchewan Roughriders for the second half of a Saturday night doubleheader, where the Riders are short 1.5-point home favorites. These two teams met at McMahon Stadium in Calgary in Week 3, and the Riders came away with a 29-26 victory in double overtime. Can the green and white repeat that type of performance this week?
I don't think they can. They were the better team in that first game, and they let it slip at the end and allowed Calgary to come back and force overtime. Right now, they don't have the horses, right? This Saskatchewan team is just absolutely riddled with injuries to important players like Jake Winicky and Anthony Lanier and Roland Milligan and Peter Godberg. The list goes on. And guess what? The guy who won them the game last week with a big kickoff, he didn't practice Tuesday either. Brett Lawther is on the injury report as well, so you can't even potentially rely on points from your kicker. I think this is going to be a slip-up performance for Saskatchewan. Calgary, while I don't like them, are not anywhere near as bad as Edmonton. Saskatchewan comes out flat, and I think the Stampeders pull the upset.
Everything says to take the Stampeders based on a lot of what JC said and the spot and the way that they did dominate the Blue Bombers early on in that game. They were up, 11-0 to start, Hodge?
11-1, yeah.
11-1. So that's a pretty good start. Dedrick Mills was running very physical, but Trevor Harris is by far the better quarterback in this game. So for that reason and that one alone, I'll put my money and faith in Harris that he can lead the Riders to a win, who have shown they can scrap it out and get wins even when they're playing their C or D brand of football.
I'm going to break the tie here and side with JC. I'm going to take the Calgary Stampeders plus 1.5 on the road. Jake Maier was miserable last week against Winnipeg. I do not see him having two games that bad in a row. He's got a lot to prove. Dave Dickinson and that organization knows they cannot go to 1-4, especially that game would cost them the season series against Saskatchewan. That put them 6 points back in the standings. The Calgary Stampeders, if there was ever a must-win game in July, this is that must-win game. And also the Riders have, at least the last couple of years, not played well at all at Mosaic. So I don't see that as a huge advantage. I'm going to roll with the Stampeders as short road dogs.